They are. Richard was making six figures at Bryce and Bonner, so this is a huge move for him. Girl, shut up. I know. Angela laughed, the tension of the morning finally starting to dissipate. Well, I'll be there. I gotta go home and change first. See you tonight, kid. Leslie waved. As Angela walked out, her phone buzzed. It was a text from Marcus. I called her, meeting her after she drops off Dominique. I'll handle it, babe. I promise. Angela stared at the screen. She wanted to believe him. But in the world of Marcus and Keisha, promises were often written in sand. Chapter 3, The Sea Sports Ladder. Across town, at the sleek, glass-fronted offices of Sea Sports, the atmosphere was electric. Marcus Williams sat in his leather chair, staring at the monitors. This wasn't just a job. It was his legacy. He had transitioned from the field to the booth with a grace that made other athletes envious. But he wanted more. He wanted to own the narrative. Marcus, look who I found in the parking lot. Joseph's voice boomed. Marcus turned to see Joseph, his business partner, and Leslie's better half walking in with a tall, slightly reserved man in a tailored suit. Oh, hey. Marcus stood up, a genuine grin on his face. If it isn't our old, long-lost business partner and my oldest friend in the world, Richard. Man, can you believe it's been 10 years? Man, that's crazy, Richard said, shaking Marcus's hand firmly. Richard was the strategist, the one who looked at the numbers while Marcus looked at the stars. So, how's Margie liking the move? Marcus asked. The room went quiet for a beat. Richard looked down. She's not. Our divorce was finalized last month. Marcus's face fell. Oh, sorry to hear about that. Man, it's all right. Richard shrugged, though the pain was visible in the set of his shoulders. You still with Angela? Yeah, Marcus said proudly. I'm sorry to hear that. Richard joked, breaking the tension. Dude, stop. Marcus laughed, shoving his shoulder. So, how you liking town? Man, Chicago to Atlanta is a big jump. Oh, it's great, Richard said, his eyes brightening. I met this babe when I got here 2 weeks ago, so life has been real good. Man, you ain't wasting no time, huh? So, when do we meet this mystery girl? I'm bringing her to dinner tonight, Richard said. Great. Oh, and by the way, Marcus said, gesturing toward a young man frantically typing in the corner. This is Todd, our intern. What? We have an intern? Richard asked. Yeah, partner, Todd piped up, adjusting his glasses. That just means that I work hard for little to no compensation in hopes of one day making it up the Sea Sports ladder of success. It also means you won't be coming to dinner, Todd, Marcus added. Because I'm an intern, right? No, because you're a mistake, Marcus joked. He's a good kid, really. Richard, come on, let me show you the studio. As they walked through the state-of-the-art facility, Marcus felt a surge of pride. This was what he had dreamed of. A place where sports and culture collided. Voila! Marcus said, opening the door to the main set. This is fantastic. Marcus, Richard said, genuinely impressed. This is going to work. Does Angela like it? Angela loves it. Leslie loves it. Speaking of Leslie, when are you going to make an honest woman out of her? Joseph, it's been, what, 3 years? Yes, Joseph said, his tone turning serious. And we are completely cool just living together. Marriage would just complicate things. Why mess with a good thing? Marcus nodded, though he didn't quite agree. For him, Angela was the anchor. Without her, he'd still be drifting. Speaking of complicating things, Marcus said, looking at his watch, I gotta do this interview. Y'all need to leave. Cool. I'll show Richard his office, Joseph said. Marcus watched them leave, then took his seat behind the desk. The red light flickered on. Welcome to C Sports now. I'm Marcus Williams. But even as he spoke about touchdown ratios and draft picks, a part of his mind was on the message he had left for Keisha. He had asked her to come to the house. He had told her it would only take a second. He didn't know that he was setting a match to a powder keg. Chapter 4, The Guest of Dishonor. The dinner at Leslie and Joseph's condo was supposed to be a celebration. The table was set with fine china, the wine was breathing, and the aroma of roasted lamb filled the air. Babe, we're here, Marcus called out as he and Richard entered. Hi, honey, I'm in the kitchen, Leslie shouted back. Marcus walked in and gave Leslie a quick kiss. Wow, this looks beautiful. I think you remember Richard? Good. Nice to see you again, Richard. Leslie smiled. Richard held up a bag. I brought us wine. Again. Oh, wow. Look, you brought us wine, Leslie teased, taking the bottle. Wait, Richard, you know we can't get enough of this box wine. You brought a vintage 2011. That's fresh. Hey, I ain't into wine, sir. Richard laughed. So, where's Angela? She said she had to go home and change. Marcus said, she'll be here soon. So, where's this lucky girl of yours? She said she had to stop by her baby's father's house for a second. She'll be here right after. Marcus paused, a glass of water halfway to his lips. She has a kid. Yeah, with some jerk, Richard said, leaning against the counter. Ah, he's a real ass. I mean, the things he's done to her. But evidently, his wife is worse. She's loud, rude, obnoxious, the whole 9 yards. Marcus felt a cold sensation in the pit of his stomach. A coincidence? Surely. Atlanta was a big city. Hey, Marcus said, reaching for his phone. I forgot to call my ex back. I've been trying to reach her all day. Her name is Keisha. Richard's eyebrows shot up. Keisha. That's funny. My date's name is Keisha. Marcus chuckled nervously. As long as she ain't Keisha Jones. Wait, Richard said, the smile fading from his face. Ho, ho, ho. You're the ass that's married to the loudmouth. The silence that followed was deafening. The realization hit them both like a high-speed collision. Wait, Marcus whispered, his face pale. Is Keisha about to be alone with Angela?